Let's take a look at this problem. We want to factor completely, if possible. If not possible, write not factorable. So we got 7 x to the fifth minus 35 x to the fourth plus 42 x to the third. And let's review our factoring techniques. Okay, our first one is GCF, and that's our greatest common factor. You always try to do that method. 2 is grouping, and this is when you have 4 or more terms. Our third one is PSD, and that's when you got the form x squared plus bx plus c. Our fourth one is a key number, and that's when you have the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Our fifth one is dots, which is difference of two squares. And this is when you got two terms with a minus between them. Our sixth one is the difference of two cubes, and that's where you got two terms with a minus between them. Then our seventh one is the sum of two cubes, and that's where you have two terms with a plus between them. Now you always try to do the GCF, but from there the form of the problem tells you exactly which method to try. So from over here, first off, I notice they all have something in common, so we can do GCF. Okay, number-wise, 7, 35, and 42, they're all divisible by 7, so I can bring a 7 out. Now x's, I can bring out 3 x's. Because we have 5 x's here, 4 x's here, 3 x's here. If they all have x to a power, you can bring out the one with the smallest exponent. Okay, so 7 divided by 7 is 1. We had 5 x's, we took 3 of them away, so that leaves us 2 x's. Minus 35 divided by 7 is 5. We had 4 x's, we took 3 of them away, so it leaves us a single x. Plus 42 divided by 7 is 6, and we had 3 x's, we took all those away, so there's no x's left. So we have 7x to the third times x squared minus 5x plus 6. Now we're working with what's inside the parentheses. Obviously it's not grouping, it's not 4 more terms. PSD, x squared x, no number in front of our x squared. Well, that fits. X squared x, no number in front of your x squared. So we'll use the PSD method on that. Now PSD, you take the number at the end, ignoring signs, so we'll take the 6, and we're going to create our 3 columns. Our P column, our S column, and our D column. In the P column, we're going to write down all products give us 6. We got 1 times 6, 2 times 3. The S column, S for sum, we add them. 1 plus 6 is 7, 2 plus 3 is 5. The D column, D for difference, we subtract smaller from larger. 6 minus 1 is 5. 3 minus 2 is 1. Now the number we're looking for is a number in our middle term, which is a 5, but we got 2 5s. Once you get a little bit more comfortable with the factoring, if your sign at the end is positive, then the signs have to be the same. So the 5 we're looking for is this one right here. Now if that sign at the end had been a negative, then we would have been in a difference column. But if you're not comfortable with the signs yet, you just try one, see if it works. If it doesn't work, it's the other one. When I say see if it works, after you get done multiplying it, once you get done factoring it, then go ahead and multiply it together and see if it gives you the original problem. Okay, so now I got 7x to the third, x, 2, x, 3. Because you're using 2 and 3. Now our larger number in the P column that we're using 2 and 3, so our larger one is a 3, is always going to be the same sign as the middle term, which in this problem was a negative. Now a number I circled is in the S column, S for same signs, either both positive or both negative. Since the 3 was negative, the 2 will be negative. And that'll be our answer.